I was finally able to harvest my first turkey last year in Michigan right before the season ended. I could not have done it without the help of Shane and Joel, who I will be forever grateful to for taking on the task of helping a struggling amateur. For those of you who don't know, I started teaching myself how to turkey hunt back in 2022. With only the knowledge that I had gained from watching YouTube videos, I headed out in the woods to just crash course learn how to turkey hunt all by myself. That year I was only successful in locating and finding birds, but I did not understand how to hunt them. The following season in 2023, I prepared as much as possible, talked to a bunch of people, got advice, and continued to absorb information by watching YouTube videos on how to turkey hunt for beginners. That year I got better at locating birds, I got them to talk back and forth to me, and even one time I got an opportunity with a bird coming right into my decoy, but unfortunately I didn't see his head pop up right in front of my face, and that I'm learning, so that's just what happened. Then last year in 2024, I decided to hunt a few of the surrounding states because I live in Ohio and I could not get any turkeys to gobble in Ohio for the life of me. I hunted for 3 weeks straight, put in so many miles just trying to get one bird to gobble, just to locate birds, and nothing. Dead silent. 3 weeks straight. I heard they were gobbling in other states, so I packed up and headed to Pennsylvania for a turkey hunt, and although I was able to get on a couple birds, it never really worked out because, again, I was still learning, self-filming on public land, just doing my best to grow and learn as much as possible so that someday I'll be able to be successful. I thought my season was over until I got a call from Shane. He basically said, "Hey girl, I'm tired of watching you struggle. Would you like to come hunting with me? I'll help you get your first bird." I was beyond excited at the opportunity to learn from an experienced turkey hunter like Shane. He was one of the YouTube channels that I had been learning how to turkey hunt from watching his content. Check out Shane's channel. He's got a lot of great hunts on there, mine's included with extra footage, so make sure you go and watch that video. In this video, you will see me filming a lot with my cell phone, creating content, getting extra footage. However, I ended up dropping my phone in the river a couple of weeks later when I was kayak fishing, and unfortunately, I lost all that content because I never backed it up. A mistake I will never be making again. Shane and Joel were so professional and patient with teaching me as much as possible in the short period of time that we had to hunt together. I honestly couldn't have done it without them that year, and without further ado, here's the footage.
What's up, y'all? Little bug here. Tags are filled, except for one. We got Caitlin Armstrong here with us. Never killed a turkey, but we're gonna change that, right?
Hopefully.
We found some gobblers prior to her arrival. We just rode around today, me and Joel. Joel's running the camera. And basically this evening, we're just gonna hopefully touch base with these birds, see if we can get them to gobble and get a bead on exactly where they're hanging out this last hour of light. Try to roost them and then go at it in the morning.
Well, saw some driving in, which got me all fired up, so.
Yeah, we're gonna see some live ones and then some dead ones, or a dead one tomorrow.
A dead one, hopefully.
All right, we're gonna just walk this road, look for tracks or something, and then maybe owl hoot. I'm gonna call up here. I gotta grab my pot call, but
okay.
One gobbled over this way this morning and one back that way. And they may not even be in the area anymore, but we're gonna see if we can find them, and then just, like I said, ride around.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's just a couple of hens walking up through here. Right, how about right here? You ever run a pot call?
No.
I'll show you how to run it real quick. So you want to hold it with your fingertips. And then this here, I usually rest my palm right there. So when you're holding it, you want to use your fingertips, and that's to let the sound get out. Don't palm it like that, because then that kills the sound. You can hold it any way you want, like the striker, but my preferred way is to hold it with my thumb, pointer, and then the middle finger.
Okay.
That way I can rock it back and forth.
Okay.
I want a solid edge here. I got my edge of my hand right there. So you don't want me doing that, because then you got too much movement. Couple of cuts. I'm just basically coming straight down, and then I'll yelp. No gobbling.
That's loud.
Yeah, it'll hurt your ears. See, I'm focused with getting one to gobble at this point. I'm not trying to call them in. If I was trying to call them in, I'd be much more subtle. Sometimes an owl will work and a turkey call won't, or vice versa. You hear echo.
That echoes so far.
But we'll just walk this road a little bit farther and look for more tracks. Maybe run the pot call some and then go run off to another area and see if we can find something. All right, let's run to another area.
Jesus, that echoes.
It's nice and quiet today. This is a great afternoon for, if they're in the mood to gobble, that is. Otherwise, we're just going to hear echoes of our calls. So, if we can't roost any this evening, we don't get any to gobble. Joel and I heard some earlier today, and one was on private and one was on public. And I think that's what we'll just go in there blind in the morning and just park and walk in there. And we'll start there in the morning at daybreak. We'll be in standing beside a tree listening or whatever. And if we can't find something on these little dirt roads, then we'll dive into an area and just walk and call, look for tracks. Sometimes these birds get back off the road a ways when the pressure pushes a few back in there. The ones closer to the road might get killed, eat first, but the ones living deeper off. Oh, there's a couple turkeys right there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gobblers.
Yeah, that's
gobbler.
gobbler. Well,
I see
hens
three
and
heads.
gobblers.
There's a public nearby?
No,
Oh, that's a shame. Really?
ish, but
There's 3 male turkeys. Looks like. Some of the easier ones, closer to the road, sometimes get killed first, but at the same time, work smarter, not harder. If we can find one by calling from the little dirt road or something, that really speeds things up. We can cover more ground this way quicker. Right here. Oh, here's some right here. There's gobbler tracks. You can just leave your door open. There's some gobbler tracks right there. So since you're new to turkey hunting, when we're trying to locate, if I'm owl hooting or if I'm running a call, you're a statue. You don't move your arms and shuffle clothing, because we may hear a gobbler so faint that I can't hear it because you're scratching your head or something, or swatting a mosquito. If a mosquito's biting you, let it bite you. When you're listening, your head is level. Don't look at the ground, stare at the ground, because that affects your directional here. You need to be up, and as soon as you hear the first note of a gobble, cock your head slightly. You'll change the angle, and you'll be able to pinpoint exactly where it came from. And I put those little pauses in between my cuts. It's not really, it's somewhat natural, but somewhat not natural. I'm putting pauses so I can listen in case he's gobbling. If you just sit there cutting and yelping, you'll drown out the gobble. This late in the season, it's hard to get them to gobble in the evening. I mean, this same spot, early season, probably hear 3 birds gobble. I mean, just for example, I don't know, but.
Yeah.
Holy cow, he's right behind us.
yeah, yes.
He's on private, but heck, you could call him right into this.
Yeah.
We'd have to park down the road, though. I'm gonna coyote howl and see if I can get any other ones to gobble. So close. Yeah, we're just gonna back out here and leave. All right, so things are looking pretty good. We got 1 bird roosted, which was better than I thought we would do. I thought we wouldn't have any roosted. So odds are really good. If that bird's interested in the morning, we'll tag out right at daybreak. I don't want to jinx this, but thankfully I don't believe in that stuff. So if it doesn't somehow work out, we'll just hit the roads and hit the trails, and tomorrow morning I think they'll be gobbling well. The weather's supposed to be good, so we're gonna get some rest, and we'll see you guys tomorrow morning. We got a bird roosted yesterday evening. I'm hoping that he is gonna do what we want him to do, fly down, come to the calling right to us, and Caitlin can get her first turkey, and we can get our last turkey of the season. When it starts getting light, make a few calls, and hopefully he likes what he hears and comes towards us. What's your strategy? That same?
Shut up and listen to you.
I guess you should have the same strategy. We're going to be sitting beside the same tree.
Yeah.
Joel's behind the camera again. We're going to have 3 people sitting at one tree, so we got to find a good little setup. I think it's starting to get a little bit light in the eastern sky. But anyway, we're going to slip in there, and you guys will see what's going on here in a little bit. He's alive. He made it through the night. Alright, so we just got into legal light. We're tucked far enough away from this gobbler he can't see us with this additional lighting. I'm gonna start doing some soft calling, just get his attention directed this way, that there's a hen over here somewhere. Hopefully he doesn't fly down too soon, because it's gonna be hard to film in the dark woods. But we'll see how he reacts to our calling. That's the key thing. Is he gonna gobble when I call? So we're gonna shut this off, but Joel's gonna record the main camera. It'll just be skyline. See how they like pot call. I bet he'll gobble with this. You like that? He didn't gobble to my mouth call. He did good. Give him a few more minutes. He knows there's 2 new hens over here. He may have pitched down already. Yeah, but he hasn't gobbled in these last couple calls. He may be looking for a spot. You might want to put your phone away and get your gun ready. When they quit gobbling like that, they're either thinking about flying down or it's flown down. Is this limb in the way? Do I need to snap some of these little dead ones out?
This one right here is gonna be a brand, yes.
Do you want to get over here, Joel, and film like right this way?
I can snap a couple of those lines, that'd be fine.
Okay.
If I just snap those two little limbs.
Let's see if I can get him to gobble first. Oh, he's on the ground, yeah.
He's in this opening. I think he's in this path. One above you, Shane. That one, yeah. Yeah, you're good, you're good, you're good. Alright, keep on running. Oh shoot, he's getting close.
Yeah, you can tear it up. Yeah, as long as your fingers stay up. Okay, I'm gonna get right here.
Oh shoot, he's coming.
What's wrong?
My camera's not on.
You want to turn that GoPro on? Shot? Which one? You can which one? So just keep a gun pointed at that. Sounds like he's a little close.
Sounds like he's very close. Huh? Sounds like he's like 50 yards.
I think he's on that lane towards the road.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta see him. Probably that gap just coming.
If you think I should shoot, tell me to shoot.
No, he's closer.
When he comes in, do I just follow him with my gun?
Yeah. Put your cheek on it.
He ain't playing.
If he's not gobbling, he's usually walking. I think I hear him trying. Yeah, he must be walking to us. You might be able to shoot him in that first gap right here.
Where I'm pointing.
Yeah, if it comes to that, but we'll see what he does. If he just stands there and blows, just make sure there's no tree, like big tree between there. I hear a drum. Is it uncomfortable for you to put your cheek on? No, yeah, just keep it down like that. Oh, there you are, Sam Jones.
I don't see him.
Right in the gap.
Oh yeah, I see him.
Let me keep coming. Right there.
As soon as she gets that.
Right there. Got him. You got him.
Yeah.
That got to be a...
Congratulations.
Thank
I
you.
thought he was getting away.
Oh my gosh.
I thought he was getting away for sure.
Oh my
I
gosh.
was like, when is she
I
gonna
did
shoot
too.
you?
I did too.
It was all so thick right there. I didn't. Every time his head, all these branches that are in the way, his head was right behind all those fat branches. I was like, I need to wait for him to get right there.
God, I was so nervous he was getting ready to get away.
Oh, that was freaking awesome. That
Are
was
you as
perfect.
nervous as I am? I'm sitting over here shaking.
I
like,
was,
Yeah, I was
shaking
too.
before I shot, and I just took when he went behind this fat tree. I was like, when I calmed down and I put my gun right in that opening, and I was like, I know I already have to wait for him to get back.
So what happened right here? Because I mean, he was
His head was right behind this thin tree in front of him, and he asked me, can I shoot him? And I kind of
I
moved to the
wondered.
right, and I think that's what made him nervous.
He nervous, yeah.
Yeah.
I wondered that because when I asked.
tree.
Yeah, there's nothing but trees, and then once he gets that opening, I was like, screw it.
I was hoping that he would stop when he got out
Yeah,
there,
now
but
my
he didn't. He
hands are
started
shaking.
walking. You shot him while he was walking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just put it right in the middle of his
Let's
neck.
go look at
Yeah,
it.
let's go look at it.
Would you like to hold your bird?
Yeah, I would.
Look at the beard on it. Is that two beard? No, it's a split beard.
Oh my gosh.
I thought it was, here you go. It's split, but it's a good beard. Big old bushy beard.
Thank you guys, this is freaking awesome.
Congratulations.
That happened, it's exactly how we thought it was gonna happen.
Well, almost, except for the part where he putts and starts
I
walking
know.
away.
But at that distance, we knew that was a possibility too.
Yeah, it was only maybe a 30-yard shot
Mm.
to where
It
you,
seemed like it was closer than that.
well, in there it was
In
like
there,
10 yards
yeah.
when
Yeah.
he stopped. He's not a very heavy bird. I bet he's
No,
the
he's
dominant
not.
bird. You see how skinny his body
What's the,
looks?
he split his beard?
Yeah. So if there was actual like skin, there was like actual skin in between it, it would be a double beard. But these two, you can see. But that beard's like 11 inches long
Yeah.
with a paintbrush.
Jeez.
I would have expected him to have like 1.5 inch spurs, but just lay him right there on his belly. Nice. We're
That's
done.
freaking awesome. Thank you. That was so exciting.
Yeah, it was.
That was awesome. Oh,
Too
man.
bad we don't have any more tags.
I know.
This officially ends my season.
Mine
Yeah,
too.
no
Yeah,
kidding.
officially ends yours now. I want her to just take you to take a random shot and hit a tree or just
Yeah.
a desperation shot. I wanted it
Yeah.
to be you had the dot on.
It
That's
felt,
another.
it felt a little desperate.
Yeah, but that's the beauty of a red dot too. All you
Yeah.
had to, you didn't have to be in a proper form. As long as you
Yeah.
could see that dot on him and when you pulled the trigger.
You shot him about the last second you would have had. Otherwise,
Well,
he was about to be
Yeah.
gone.
That was the only opening I had was that, and I was like, I have to wait. So I just put my red dot there, and I was like, as soon as I see his neck come in there, I'm just gonna pull the trigger.
You got him.
I will say this, so the viewers know full disclosure, because there's going to be people that say, why didn't you set up next to this opening so you can shoot it?
Yeah.
Well, there's a law in a lot of states. You got to be a certain amount of distance from occupied dwellings. We don't know this dwelling's occupied, but there's a dwelling that's a few hundred yards away, and we wanted to make sure we were legal, so we got a little farther away from the clearing just to be legal.
Yeah.
We probably more than legal. We probably could have legally set up here, but I wanted to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if
because
anyone's-
otherwise we would have probably set
yeah,
up.
we would have sat right here in that tree, tucked in there 5
Yeah,
yards
somewhere
from it
tucked in here.
And you could have shot him right out here strutting in the opening.
Yeah. Could have seen him coming.
That wouldn't have been as exciting though.
Not as exciting as last minute.
Yeah. How'd that work out? Drive up here. We just stopped in this spot, and he gobbled right over our head in the tree on the private. And then
Yeah, because he was roosted like right up in there, right?
yeah, like probably 30 or 40 yards off the road. Officially, I guess, unofficially, this is the end of my season.
Yeah.
This is 100% officially the end of mine.
Yeah, 100% yours.
What
Yeah.
a way to end mine.
Yeah, no kidding.
Thank you,
Way to end
guys.
ours.
Yeah.
That was a
Couldn't
good
have done
thing.
it without you for
That
sure.
was a cool hunt.
That was.
And it basically worked just like we hoped. You know,
Yeah.
we get in there in that
Pretty
in
much
that little
exactly
tunnel.
how we hoped.
Yep.
Yeah, we were hoping he would come first. That's why I was doing all the aggressive
Yep.
stuff, trying to.
Yeah.
Okay, these hens over here just kind of soften you up, and I've been with them for a while.
Mm-hmm.
There's a new hen over there, actually 2 of them, and they are going at it. I'm going to check those guys out.
You all of a sudden, he all of a sudden quit gobbling. You were still calling, and I was thinking it, and you're like, he might be on the ground now.
Yeah.
And then the next time he gobbled, I think he was probably.
So those are things you need to be soaking in. Like he was gobbling, all of a sudden there was a period of non-gobbling longer than he'd ever done. So he was probably either thinking about flying down or he had flown down.
Okay.
And whenever they're not gobbling, they're usually
Coming
moving
closer.
or doing something. So he would gobble, and I would call. You know, he gobbled a few times when we knew he was on the ground, and then he just stopped gobbling again. Next time he gobbled, he was like right here somewhere.
Yeah.
He had advanced 50 yards.
That was awesome.
I could sit here and talk about it all day. Alrighty, just like all the other past hunts, this pot call is retired after this successful hunt. It's now available on my website. Caitlin's gonna sign it, and I'm gonna sign it, and it can be yours, so go get it.
Okay, we're gonna see if my dad answers. I'm gonna call him on video chat, which I like never do. So hopefully he answers. My dad's always the first one I call when I get, when I have a successful hunt.
Good thing this ain't Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
All right. See who answers your call.
Yes, pain in my ass. Oh shit. We're an actual turkey hunter now.
Yeah, does this make me a real turkey hunter now?
You're an actual turkey hunter now.
Look, his beard is split. It's not a double.
Son of a bird.
Yeah.
Congrats.
All right. There you go. Tagged my first bird.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
One of many more. Let's hope.
Thank you.
Did you ever get a hold of your dad?
That's what I'm doing right now.
Oh.
Oh. There you are. Nice. Way to go.
Yeah, it's awesome. We roosted him last night.
Yeah, I caught that last night when you sent that to me. I said, oh, she's going to have a good chance.
They were doing some calling, and then he flew down and came right to us. Look how long his beard is. It's 11 1/8 inches. And
Wow.
at first we thought it was a double beard, but he just split it. Yeah, well, we're gonna get this bird cleaned up. They're gonna show me how to take off like the tail and stuff.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yep.
All right, you guys have a great day.
Yep. All right, love you.
Love you too.
Okay, bye.
All right.
See ya.
Bye-bye.